I wanted to be a soldier when I was 8. That's the God honest truth. There was a program called Combat on television, little black and white TV we had. 8 o'clock was bedtime. But before that, I could watch Combat. And it was a story of a squad, about 8 guys traveling through France, heading towards Berlin in the war. And their stories. I liked it a lot. There was shooting, action, and stuff. Guys would die, things like that. And my mother, I had this helmet, had a machine gun, Tommy gun, had toy soldiers. I would line up in the living room and play soldier. And then, at the time, the government wasn't very good with covering up the crap that goes on in war. So you would see real scenes of them fighting on the ground in Vietnam at that time. And you would see wounded soldiers coming from the front, all screwed up and shit. And hit me one day, Mom, do I have to go there and kill? No, do I have to kill people was the question. And she told me basically yes. She didn't quite say it like that, but that's what soldiers do. I started to cry. I cried my eyeballs out like you would not believe. And it wasn't the fear of being killed. It was the fear of killing people. Right? So, soldier. And what I did, I just stopped watching Combat and got rid of the helmet and the machine gun, and my soldiers got dusty.
Yeah.
Okay?
I understand what you mean, because I think that obviously draws a whole other image that you're not ready for.
Well, this wasn't, that's indoctrination, like what you said earlier with this slogan, like,
Dare to dream?
Dare to Dream, for example. That was there to train little boys like me to go to the army. Okay? Later on, I went to boarding school. I got in trouble not coming home one day. All of us got our asses kicked, and it was one of the only times my mother beat my butt. Kicked me down the hallway. I was crying my eyeballs out on that one. Threw me across the room because I didn't come home, straight home, when we got caught. And she asked me if I wanted to go to boarding school. I said, well, yeah, why not? So off I went, 4 years. 2 years military school, and then I finally got out at 15. I how do you say it, begged her to let me out because I realized how racist it was. And even being older, I realized that we had the draft where you have to go, you see. And I thought, okay, I'll go to the military school, we'll see what it's like. I like the uniform. I love a man in a uniform, And I went through this, and I finally begged to get out. When, again, this is all about soldier stuff when I was young, about my work. I wasn't thinking about, I played American football, but my grades went down, and I had to stop. And by the time I was 16 in Brooklyn, I begged my mother to leave the military school. I realized that I really didn't want, I truly did not want to go in the military. There's no way in hell I'm going to go into combat with some white boy who's going to send me to the worst combat zone with the intention of me getting killed, like a suicide mission. No way. I'll fight for my country, but not, for some idiot who's going to, just try to destroy me. Right? So what happened was, here's one thing I can thank President Nixon for. I was going to become 18 in June of that year, and he stopped the draft a couple of months before my number was coming up. And talk about luck? No way in hell that these people were not going to pull my number out of that drum. And my ass would have to go to Vietnam. And I didn't want to go. You can imagine who wants to go unless you're a soldier and you love it. There are people who love that too. But I wasn't one of them. So I decided, okay, what do? I don't know. I'll tell them that you guys make me a helicopter pilot. Okay? And put me in a medic corps, big red thing on the fire. I'll go in and pull guys out. If I'm going to risk my life, I'll do that, was my thought. But I knew that I was colorblind a little bit with greens and browns. So if you're colorblind, you can't become a motherfucking pilot. And then I thought, okay, anyway, I'll still push that anyway and see if I can fake get through the color thing. But anyway, I'll become a medic. It'll be a nasty job, but it's better. And I would carry a sidearm too, just in case. But it's better than going out there as a murderer. I would rather do that. And then, okay, with the profession I'm in now, that came when I started working for a film company called Magno Sound and Video as a cable man. And that from that time on, I saw myself as a cable man. That was it, man. And I enjoyed the work. I enjoyed the work very much with profession. Well, like I said, with Nixon stopping the draft, that was luck, okay? Call it what you like. If you want to talk about luck, maybe some magic too, God damn it. And people always ask me, oh my, were you in the military? Were you in the military? Were you in the military?